Once upon a time, the day before Christmas Eve, the workhouse team were finishing, all ready to leave. Alas, there was a problem. As urgent work began to pour in, the phones rang off the hook with deadlines razor thin. Martin ran round frantically as time was running out. Could they help these clients? Of course, they would give it all they'd got. The clock passed 5:30 and ran on into night. They'd finish it all tomorrow and work with all their might. The studio fell dark as they turned out all the light. They breathed a collective sigh. As the doors were locked up tight, they got into their cars and left, feeling a tad wary. Only one more day at work. It did seem quite scary. It was around midnight time that a miracle did occur. It was almost as if by magic the elves of Workhouse did appear. They looked just like the staff. In fact, it was uncanny. And even had the same names. It was a double whammy. First to their seats, it was the digital elves that showed. Lizzie was a blur as she wrote line after line of code. Mark and Chris took things slower, showing not an ounce of fear. As a new website went live, they soon let out a cheer. The studio was manic. The creative elves on with their designs. Jamie cracked a few jokes, but as normal, forgot the punchlines. Chris Brown was working hard, but stopped to give Dave a glance. For even in elf form, the two had an unbreakable bromance. Kay was working frantically, moving tickets from board to board. Ben suggested a pint after work. They did deserve a reward. Simon and Sam were missing. Pair, they were a menace. It wasn't tough to figure out. They were over the road playing table tennis. Mark Armour drank a protein shake, his tuna and rice already gone, whilst Mark Purser cracked his joke about how the internet won't catch on. Cheryl sketched her illustrations, whilst Chelsea worked right through. Chris Horrocks walked around asking if anybody would like a brew. The accounts team were flat out. Annabelle spoke in quite the rush. Kim and Sarah looked flustered and asked if she would shush. Across the desk were just as busy. Alex worked like a machine. Charlotte looked unhappy, perhaps not enough caffeine. The Stacks team were delirious. Their fear to see was plain. Becky frantically wrapped parcels as George fell up the stairs again. Lee was busy cracking jokes. Rachel begged him not to be called sooty, but Wendy looked quite happy, tucking into her egg butty. Sarah and Debs were mowed out, concerned with automation. Nikki and Elle worked on branding, admiring the latest workhouse creation. Campo was in high spirits, slamming his keyboard well and truly. Fish was busy grafting under the watchful eye of Julie. Christmas Eve morning came. Martin rolled into the car park. He'd do all the work himself, even if it took till way after dark. To his surprise, it was all completed. Overjoyed, he was waxing lyrical, and so here stands the tale of the Workhouse Christmas Miracle.